Hey everybody, I want to talk about air filters for a real quick second. Now, if you're running either a Jeep or your 4Runner or your Tacoma, and you go off-road a lot, and you do one of those cold air intakes with one of those high-flow air filters, you're going to have a bad time eventually. The reason being is, hey, if you run that shit and you're a mall crawler, which, hey, I got nothing against you, that's fine. But if you're actually going off-road, and you get stuff, we'll go into those filters, right? And we'll actually clog them up. Get stuff in this. These paper filters, they're cheap. You don't have to take them out and wash them and clean them. And those things, like those K&N reusable filters, if you're running a hot rod, track day, that's great. Because most likely is the track's not going to have a lot of stuff on it where you run on the street. But if you're going off-road, dusty, muddy, dirty trails where stuff's getting tossed up, especially if you're not in front of the convoy, if you're back and you got those dust so thick you can't even see, and you're running those high flow filters, that stuff's going to go in your engine. So you want to run a nice thick paper filter that's going to get all that stuff out. Don't run those high flow filters in your Jeep or your 4Runner or your off-road vehicle if you're actually going to go off-road. It'd be a really bad idea. Stick with nice, clean paper filters. Do they restrict a little bit of airflow? Yes. But if you're off-road and you're rock crawling, do you need that? No, you don't. So think smart about what air filter you put inside of your vehicle. Don't put a high-flow air filter in your vehicle if you're actually going to go off-road, because that stuff will get in your engine and you will end up paying in the long run. Just my thoughts. Post your thoughts in the comments below. One thing that I did forget to mention that I'm putting this in post of the original recording, is that for those of you who are probably going to comment, that's a pretty clean looking filter you're taking out. Yes, it is. I'm what would you call extra religious about changing air filters. So generally I replace the air filter the same time I do a oil change, which for me is, in order to keep the engine running for a long time, 2 months, period. I generally do my oil changes on the even months on the 20th, because the more often you change oil, the longer the engine will last for, period. Is that expensive? Yeah. Is it for everybody? Probably not. I do the air filter at the same time, so that's actually a little bit less because I didn't do the air filter with the last oil change, so that's about 2 months worth of air filter. So do I change it more than you need to? Yes, I do. But even with that short amount of time, there was still a bunch of stuff inside of the air filter, so just keep that in mind.